Yeah, I'll add a marker anyway, just in case. Alrighty then. Let's see how much these guys really do roll. Let's go for heads. Okay, I will go first with that. No real reason to pick heads here, just, you know. Oh dear, okay. Fair enough, fair enough. I do have one, so... Alright. Alright, good luck, sir. Yeah, I figured you might try something like this, so I thought I'll do something different here. Well, okay, this is a pretty solid looking hand. So I think we will start with Battle Compressor. See what we want rid of here. Battle Compressor is weird in this deck because it's not always for, or it's not really for like most of the normal stuff you would expect it to be for. Like, yeah, there's the supporter that you want to put in the discard, maybe an energy because Mega Turbo is a thing, but it's not like I'm putting Night Marches in the discard or anything. Can you imagine though, Rayquaza Night March? That'd be funny. Okay. So we have that, have that, have that. So that's 1, 2. This is how much do I even remember the deck list here? 3, 4, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even 5 actually, that might be 2 of that priced. And then I know 1 down here. Okay, so we will take Lightning, we will take Fan Club, and it's weird because I want to take another like supporter or something here, but I don't know if I can based on how many are there. Nah, we will anyway. We'll put Juniper down. Right, let's see what the other bit we want is Trainer's Mail. So, new card from the set. Look at the top 4, not top 3, top 4. A non-Trainer's Mail trainer that we find there can go into the hand. Yeah, so how many is that going to be? Is one. That's kind of annoying, actually. But I think we take it anyway. We're going to grab Ultra Ball. Yeah, might not get as many off of the first thing, but I guess this deck does play multiple of them anyway, so we're fine. I do have a Spirit Link, and unlike normal evolution stuff, the Mega Ray has Delta Evolution, so we can play it down straight away, so we will just get that immediately. It's obviously not going to end the turn because of the Spirit Link, so that's good. We're going to put Big Bench down here. We've got Skyfield, so we actually have the button to click now. I love this, it just looks awesome. So that's the thing. I will play the first Shaman down here, so we will draw 3 cards off of that, because draw until 6 in hand. We are going to use that Ultra Ball, discarding Lysander and Skyfield here, to grab ourselves a Chew. And then we have Shaman number 2, because this was not a hard once per turn, as it definitely should have been. But they learned from it at least, so there is that. Alright, Trainer's Mail the second. That will also grab a Spirit Link. Oh, loud people outside. We will play that down, Spirit Link, and go second Mega Ray so I can get stuff out of hand. And then maybe should have put N or... No, I say maybe I should have put N in here, but I have the Fan Club, so we will via Seeker grab ourselves the Pokemon Fan Club. A lot of Ray lists would play Winona as the one-of in this slot, but because I have Pikachu, I kind of want to play the fan club as the way of accessing that as well. So we'll bench that, and then we will get the third Shaman here. So I still don't have an energy yet, which is annoying. So we'll play that, we'll get ourselves another 4. Still don't have the energy, but that's fine. We've got one more slot to play with. Put the Ray down, and we'll use Repeat Ball to search for something I already have in play, which of course is going to be our Shaman. So we'll get our last one. It's only going to be for 2, but I mean, I really do want to hit that energy before Trev comes down, right? So we'll draw it. And we do get there, okay. So we'll put a DC down. I will VS Seeker because you're on Trevenant. So we will play Seeker for the Juniper. Oh, don't need to do that because it's in discard. And yeah, that is the Rayquaza Pyramid Scheme. Go ahead.
I don't want to do that immediately. You know, I'll do this first.
Okay.
Crushing Hammer.
Yep.
Okay, get rid of it.
Uh-huh.
Wally.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do I do that? Not sure. That's a big target. I think we just attach Floatstone and pass.
Yeah, makes sense. We will draw. Hey, cool dude. Let's go Raichu down on the bench. Just thinking if there's anything better here. Yeah, it certainly was a direct, that is for sure. Yeah, let's just put another DC down and that'll do for now. Go ahead. Might not be the best way, but we'll try it.
Enhanced Hammer?
Yep. Yeah, you've just got like 7,000 hammers to play, so not a lot to do.
And
okay.
I'd rather you draw 6 than 7. Might as well put some pressure on this big lug.
Yep.
Okay, and we'll pass from there.
Uh-huh. It's too much in the way if you do that. Also, there's nowhere near the right direction for that to be in. So, all right, let's see what we can do. Yeah, see, it's just a thing, isn't it? Alright, we'll chorus. So it's for... Oh, that is not where it's supposed to go. Thankfully, it does not take the Shaman off as well. So it's for a big fat 9 on the ping there. Alright, basic lightning down, and that will do. Go ahead.
Computer search discarding Colress and Wally.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is poison, so...
Team Flower Grunt.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, don't know what
Seeker for Colress.
Don't know what I'm supposed to do here, to be honest.
Actually, should I be a Seeker? I'll hold up to it, just in case. We'll pass.
Yep. DC on a Raichu, go ahead. Yeah, tick it up.
Another Trevenant, VS Seeker for Chorus.
Yep.
The full draw 9 canvas.
Bump the stadium.
Yep, I'll get rid of Free Shaman.
Trainer's Meal.
Yep.
4, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Field Search?
Yep.
Do I have to reveal that?
Nope.
Within Gen 3, we have Thano rulings for
No worries.
the topic items.
Second one? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Make an Ultra Ball. We'll use our Ultra Ball discarding Wally and Sycamore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oops. That was a mistake.
You can say that again. And you've just melded it with the discard.
Yeah. That seems to have fixed everything at least.
There's no stadium in play now, right? That was supposed to be there.
Yeah, there was a Verbank there a minute ago.
Where did that go? Well, there's a Verbank in the discard, so I assume that's it.
Not sure how it managed to get there, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Grab our Gengar, touch Psychic Energy, and pass.
Yep. That's up at 7. Alright, we will draw. Lysander the Gengar. We will Sacred Ash to grab those Shaman back. Skyfield to pump the stadium. So it gets that. Ultra Ball discarding Compressor and Pikachu here to grab them in. It's not a lot I'm still going to get out of this, to be honest, because I've kind of just been fucked over by like you having every single energy discard under the sun, but we'll see. We will Trainer's Mail here. It's not great. It's got to be VS Seeker. Yeah, we will do the Shaman. Oh my god, why is it going there? I let go of the button like 3 seconds ago. Do that. Yeah, it's just frustrating, really. We will go via Seeker, grab the Lysander real quick. Two hands. And we will Mega Evolve to end the turn.
Okay. DCE.
Mm-hmm.
Enhanced Hammer the Raichu.
Oh yeah, I did have that, didn't I? Yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference, because, yeah.
Dark Corridor.
Yep. 5, 6, 7. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a shit matchup, so what am I supposed to do? Yep. No point in even playing. I mean, I just, what can I say? Crushing Hammerheads at the start as well, so I got every single energy discarded off the stuff. What am I supposed to do? It's not playable whatsoever.
Yeah, this is a deck.
Yeah, I mean, it was something I'd consider, but I mean, this is one of the many reasons why Mega Ray is not a good deck, despite how much they tried to push the stuff. But yeah, like I realistically, there was nothing I could do because you got every energy discard possible. You're not even playing very like many of like the other stuff where it's like you got the grunt, obviously the crushing hammerheads immediately as well. Yeah, there was nothing like
search.
Yeah, it's like you got the one head you needed. We've got the enhanced hammer bit. You've obviously comp searched the flag grunt. There was nothing I could do. It's the fact if I take more than a single energy to do anything is the thing, isn't it? So yeah, pretty much unplayable matchup, unfortunately.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
this is the only thing that interested me was the Gengar thing.
You'd have been 100% dead if I played the other deck I had today is the thing, but you know, it is what it is. I wanted to try and show off the raid, but we just couldn't do anything whatsoever. There's
If you want to
nothing
play
to
it versus Pepper, go ahead.
No. There's no point in trying to show this off again, to be honest. You've already dampened anything that's possible with that, so it's not even your fault. It's just like, yeah, there's literally no point. It did what it was supposed to do, but that's just horribly impossible to play against. So I don't know what I was supposed to do realistically.
Well, that's the only thing I have this week.
Well, play it against us, because sorry dude, but Pepper, we'll get to it in a sec, but play it against us, because yeah, this should be a much better thing for it.
Nice stuff isn't great into item lock either.
Oh, were we doing it that way around? Yeah, okay. I didn't
Alright,
realize if we were
we're
doing.
meant to do.
Yeah, I didn't know if we were doing the coin toss first or not with it. Let's go, Tails. Yeah, well,
We'll
not
go
this
first.
time. Yep.
Not the ideal start.
Yep, you'd have been dead if I was going first. Oh, maybe not, but pretty close.
Trainer's wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Can this grab supporters, or is it just
Yeah,
like
it's any trainer that isn't itself.
Just making sure before I did anything illegal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Floatstone. Ultra Ball, discarding. Lysander and guess we'll discard the second Ultra Ball. Actually, no, we shouldn't. We should keep that. Discard the laser. Draw our 3.
Yep.
Put down Gengar. Put down DCE. I know. Computer starts discarding Verbang and Ultra Ball.
Mm-hmm.
of these two. No more of that. That's fine. On top, Wally.
Yep.
And we'll end our turn.
Yep. And we win from here unless you just top that like a god, I suppose. We'll attach a psychic and fast raid for 40.
Yeah, we'll pass from here.
Yep. We'll draw. Double dragon energy, fast raid for 40.
Sycamore?
Of course, yeah. I figured when you were looking at the discard, it's like you've got VS Seeker, but you've not had anything in there yet for it, so...
Put down that. We'll Headringer.
Yep.
Muscle Band. Mystery Energy.
Yep.
Footstone.
Stone, yep.
Dark Corridor.
Yep. Unfortunately couldn't get the light pulse off first. That's fine. Bench Latios.
Muscle Band.
Oh, Muscle Band, right, yeah. I forgot that you'd even put that on, to be honest. Do that, do that. Yeah, and just light pulse for KO, right?
Probably a wise idea to do that. Will Dark Corridor.
Yep. Unfortunately going to take it out, but that's fine. Alright, we will draw. It's kind of annoying getting those now and not later. Because it's like one away from where I need to be with it. We will Lysander the other shaman. At least force some sort of discard off of it here. I think I will VS Seeker the Lysander just to get that away, and we will Mega Evolve to end the turn. Really wish I didn't have to do it that way, but you know, this thing should be better against what you've got.
Attach a Psychic Energy.
Mm-hmm.
We'll Shaman for 3.
Yep.
Put down another Phantom. We'll Headringer.
Yeah, of course you will, because you only play 2, and of course you just draw it every time. Yep, makes sense.
We'll Retreat.
Yep.
And Dark Corridor.
Yep. Fucking ridiculous. Alright, we'll draw. We'll Mega Turbo to grab our Psychic from the discards. And we will end here. Yep, okay. Ultra Ball, discarding Spirit Link and Target Whistle. Yeah, Target Whistle doesn't do anything when there's, you know, no bench space, so... oh, wow, that's an interesting price set, okay. Well, it's gonna have to be for the min. I'm just... yeah, some... well, no, one's gone down, so I guess that's fine. Yeah, okay. So we'll do that. Shaman draws to 4. Oh, yeah, that is interesting. Okay. We will play down another Latios. I will Spirit Link said Latios. I will go for Laser. Okay, that's fine. Still gets the poison at the very least. I will double Dragon Energy and use that to punch the lights out of one of the Shaman on the bench here. With our Sonic Ace.
Crushing Hammer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you.
Lysander and the Shaman.
Yep.
Actually,
Do you want
Actually,
to bring the...
yeah, the Latios is harder for you to charge up and get out, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
And we'll Dark Corridor.
Yep.
And what about here?
Back in there. Yeah, it makes sense, because Sky Return is always a thing. Alright. Well, that's pretty interesting. We will Laser. I do get to sleep this time, okay. Juniper, discarding, and then double Ditto. Don't think I'm gonna need to play those down this game, to be honest. Ooh, now those are some interesting cards. Are they good? I don't know, but they are certainly interesting. We'll bench another Latios. This one can have Muscle Band on it. Let's get that going. Let's go Computer Search, discarding Battle Compressor and yeah, probably Chorus here. Just double check. Yeah, should be good. Let's see if I have this right. Yeah, we do. Okay, odds should be good that if I get this, I can still do what I need this turn, so we will. We will put Double Dragon Energy on the Latios on the bench, and we will Shaman for 5. Well, you would think that would work, but unfortunately not. We'll target Whistle the Shaman back on the bench, though, from the discard. So we'll at least clog that zone up again. Yeah, odds should have been in favor, but obviously not. Let's Compressor here just to... yeah, it wasn't next card anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, the thing is, Mega Latios doesn't have a retreat cost, so if I could have gotten that out this turn, I could have gone in and Sonic Aced off the bench anyway. So, yeah, it's
Okay,
a 0
did not
retreat
realize
guy.
that.
Oh yeah. It's a big guy that way, so...
Fair enough, noted.
let's get rid of the Verbanks, because I really do not need to see those at this point. Yeah, I had 4 Trainer's Mail and 3 Ultra Ball left in the deck, as well as hard drawing it, so I think I had pretty reasonable odds of trying to get it, so, you know, sometimes a Shaman for 5 just doesn't get you there, does it? Like, maybe I could have spared the thing. I don't want to attack this anyway, because if it wakes up, you know, that's a really bad plan for me. So, let's just get rid of another compressor here, I think. Knowing the matchup, I need all the energy that I can, so... And we will VS Seeker the... It's either N or Chorus, but looking at the setup, I think Chorus is probably better. Alright, and that's gonna have to do it, unfortunately. Of course.
We have Trevenant.
Mm-hmm.
You need to think.
Probably should have been the end, to be honest, but I didn't want to win myself to 3 against item lock, you know. Yep. I'd rather have you do it for me. Because now if I get that chorus, it's a much better situation for me, isn't it? So...
Then we'll retreat and Dark Corridor for the knockout.
Yep. Ah, okay.
I mean, something's dying this turn that isn't Gengar.
That is fair. But I am kind of grateful for that, because now it can Ultra Ball.
Yeah.
Get rid of those two.
Well, I can't get the Trevenant out is the issue.
Yeah, that's fair. Unfortunately, that was the Spirit Link going there, and would you figure the other fucking Hedgehog is in the prizes, so, a prime example of catching up with yourself. Oh, ho, ho, you're so cute! Thank you very much, Skip. For some reason, alerts have just not been working the last couple of streams. I don't know what's up with that, but... well, I will still get the Mega anyway. Unfortunately, didn't exactly get much else I want to do with it there, so I think we will just attach. How much do we want to bet? You've probably got the thing. How many have I even got? Like one left? This is rough. Because if you've got Xerosic and stuff as well as a thing, one of them's bound to be. They're not in the discard, but probably have picked them up at this point. Yeah, we'll stake the claim. I'm gonna hit the one of the benched Shaman. No, actually, no. Do I want to do that? Because I could hit the Trev, but I don't have a Shaman in deck. No, we'll hit the bench Shaman. I need as many prizes as I can off of it here, I think. It's like I want to hit the Trev so badly because I only need to get like one of a knockout anyway, but I don't think I can realistically do that.
Furbank?
Yep.
It's being poisoned anymore, right?
Yeah, it's not poisoned anymore. It's been shifted out.
Jirachi?
Yep.
Team Flare Crown?
Yep. This is you using that, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it changes the math at all, but I understand.
Hit the Toxic Laser?
Yep. Oh, fuck off. Am I really losing this because of a fucking coin flip again? Like, seriously?
Ultra Ball discarding Psychic Energy and Gengar Field Search. Colress.
You played Flagrant.
Oh, right. Yeah, I did. That's still more than hold on. That. Dark Corridor?
Fuck off, dude. I should have won that, 100%. Fuck off, like, seriously. Yeah, there was no way I should have lost that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll hit the toxic laser off it, but you know. I want to show this going first though, because realistically this deck is supposed to be going that, so this really should be a best of 3 sort of one.
Right.
Well, not with that. Ah, yeah, never mind, I'm not playing this. I can't win. I can't start Shaman and expect to do anything here, so I'm not even bothering.
Oh.
That
pretty bad.
literally doesn't matter. You could prize like 6 energy and still win basically off of that sort of thing. It feels like. Ah, yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. Not much to really say off of it.
I'll let you play Pepper then.
Yeah.
Probably get better matchup out of that.
Not really. Be honest with you, not really.
I don't think he's playing what I'm playing.
Doesn't matter, right? Alright, let's change over. Realistically, though, again, that is just a coin toss to win. Like, with one exception, every single coin toss that game, I think, went your way. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Let's go Tails. Like, even the opening coin toss going your way is like, whatever. What would you want? Because you didn't say.
Alright, sorry about that. Going first.
Okay. Well, I mean, gotta be honest with you, you've already won. Go ahead.
I'll go bike.
Mm-hmm. It's Acro, by the way. There are no arcs in this bike. I suppose they could be used for a training arc, though, so, you know.
What if you're playing Punch Out? You could use it for that.
Certainly does feel like a punch-out moment, this one. Oops. God, that hard, huh?
It is actually. It's a really bad pair to see. Yeah. This is Kadako.
Acro.
CC Moo. Shaman for 2.
Uh-huh.
Ultra Ball, discard Lightning Energy Bangle. Shaman.
Mm-hmm.
Shaman for 3.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 more. Yeah, it's Arco-Bag DCE.
Acro.
Acro-Bag DCE.
Yep.
Yeah, just not a good
Hey,
answer.
if Chip can get away with correcting Azul on SQ, then I think I can get away with correcting you on Arco. Good lord.
Ultra Ball has got 2 Pumpkaboo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just Donkey. Oh, I can't Donkey, can I?
No, you can't, you idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? You're not Latios.
Yeah, right.
Jesus.
I just thought I dumbed there. No, I haven't dumbed. Trainer's mail.
I honestly should just save you the time and concede on the spot here with this, but you know, there's like one card that gets us there, but
And pass it there.
yeah, okay, we can actually play. Well, I am gonna have to DCE because yeah, that Juniper saves everything. I literally can't do anything with this hand, so yeah. That's why I just flipped it, because it's like if that was unplayable, then this was an obvious instant removal. To be honest, this is really not much better though. Bench Pumpkaboo. This is sad. I can't even get like a KO with it here either. What is it? March for 20? That's fucking terrible, but that's all I've got. Go ahead, March for 20, and that's gonna be that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Joltik's dying. It's a Joltik.
Yeah, you've already had like 4 or something in.
Lightning on the Mew. And
Yep.
press.
Mm-hmm.
Garnets. Trainer's mail.
Mm-hmm.
Lysander.
Mm-hmm.
And Night March for a lot.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure whatever a lot is, it's more than 30. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Not looking great, but you know, that would be fantastic if, but no, that just makes it worse. Alright, we will Ultra Ball. I think we've got to pitch it, is the thing. We'll pitch Mew Grass Energy here. Yeah, it's one of those games. We will grab the min at the very least. Okay. Well, at least they're available. That's something, but this is an awful lot I've got to get through if I want to actually find what I need here. We will train this mail. Okay, it would not have been the next card. That is something at the very least. I'm actually just going to fail that. Muscle Band on you. We will Shaman to draw the 4. Okay, wait, that actually sort of gets there. It's kind of nice. Alright, Comp Search, discarding Pumpkaboo and... Yeah, I think Lysander can go here. Alright, so that gets us DC. That's the first step. So we can get that on, because that will be a march for like 160 because of weakness here. So that's good. That's step 1. I do have Joltik, so we will put that down. There's 1, okay. Oh god, do we even go with that? I've had to ditch 1 already, haven't I? Yeah. Gotta ship it. We're gonna Juniper, discard the other VS Seeker that I've got. It's not great, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know? I'll put a Floatstone down on the Shaman. We will Ultra Ball, discarding Dimension Valley, and... probably... yeah, probably Ultra Ball as well here. Seems like it would make some sense, at the very least. Let's just grab another one of these guys. And yeah, we'll Night March for the KO here.
Joltik. DC the active. Check exactly how much damage this is. I assume it's to kill anything I want.
Should be at this point.
140.
140, yep. Yep, makes sense.
Lysander in the Shaman.
Yep.
And murder it.
Yep, makes sense. We will draw. VS Seeker. Basically know how this is going to go down. We will Lysander in one of the Shaman, of course. Because we do have DCE. Just thinking if there's any other play to make here. I think probably benching Mew is a thing. Like, it would be nice not to have to, but you know, it is there. And we do have 3 Night Marches in the discard, so with weakness we will Night March for 120.
Lightning on the Joltik.
Yep. If only Joltik could benefit.
Yeah, Lysander the Mew.
Yep. That was the bait that I needed you to take. I have VS Seeker in my hand, so that's GG. Because you've got the Shaman on board as well as the Mew, so...
I can't really deny your Night March there, you had
Nope.
2 of them, so...
Nope, you had to end that turn or die, basically. There was nothing else to do with it. Yeah, my hand was completely dead if I didn't get the Juniper at the very least, but, you know... This is experience in the matchup a little bit here, because, yeah, I know I didn't...
I don't know the mirror at all.
Yeah.
So...
I did have the advantage in that sort of sense, just a little bit, considering, you know, this was kind of a very large percentage of the meta share and whatnot for it, so I think...
You playing in the era, me not.
At least a little bit, yeah. This was sort of when I was playing at least a fair bit, because I was getting actual into it a little as well at this stage, so So I think we took the two different lists for it here. This I forget exactly whose this one was, but it's like the top 4 list, right?
It was the baseline, yeah. I'd messed around with it a bit to see what would happen.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what
whereas...
the hard charm was for. So
Yeah, I don't know what... Yeah, I guess you took computer search out as well for the life tube, huh?
Yeah, I thought I spent with this. I realized prize races were going to be a thing with this deck, and life do is +1 prize in situations.
Yeah,
You know, just dumping it on a Shaman just to discourage Lysander.
I can get
Not
that,
like it was worth
but...
experimenting with.
Yeah, I can get that. I think I would probably just stick with comp search, to be honest, because the deck really needs just to get going, but I can respect it. Whereas this one is actually Andrew Mahone's 9th place list in as the thing,
I
more or
that
less.
I got a couple of ideas from it, like the revive.
Oh, the revive is necessary here, because one of the things you can have an issue with is if you run out of marches, because if the opponent, like, there's 2 ways around it, right? Obviously they can try and Lysander kill the Shamans and stuff like that, or the Mew, because that is a 2-prizer as well, but the other thing that they can do is just run you out of marches, because we don't have Trump card anymore, right? And you don't generally play Sacred Ash here to get your Pokemon back, because that would just lower the output too much. Right? And you don't necessarily want to put all your Shaman and Mew and stuff back into the deck here, right? So, yeah, Revive is actually absolutely clutch in the list here, because...
Yeah, and it wasn't in the original list. I had to make room for it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
My other tech here was teammates, from later lists.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's something that you can definitely play around with too. Yeah, Mahone was teched out for the Seismitoad matchup, as you can see with the Virizion having Grass Energy here, so you can block the laser and stuff that makes that matchup so annoying to do, which is pretty useful. Like, obviously they can still go laser, Quake and Punch, right, and take your 60 HP or something out that way, but it stops you from losing to the sleep flip like the Latios did. So, you know, it's certainly a good thing for it, because I think if you can have a strong enough turn 1, like I certainly didn't, but if you can have a strong enough turn 1 where you're already pretty well established before the Toad gets to punch, I think you can still win that matchup. So having an extra insurance to stop laser from being the be-all and end-all, especially because it's still that one basic energy that Mew can Dimension copy Joltik, right, for its thing. So yeah, I think that's a lot better overall. And then the other thing is the Bangle versus Muscle Band. Like, I get Bangle as a decent option. I find it kind of funny in this list it's more focused on the Mew to play it, right? But I just think the Muscle Band is generally better, because you're not always going to be hitting into EX stuff, and like Night March versus Night March at the start, right? If you don't get many in the discard immediately, you just get like 2. Muscle Band obviously is going to help a lot against the enemy rather than Bangle, so I don't think it changes the math often enough. Technically it could against Shaman, but well, you saw what happens to Shaman, so you know. Exactly. Like, if you have to hit with a Pumpkaboo Silver Bangle, I guess that's fine, it's 4 instead of 5 you need discarded. But realistically, if you're on less than 5 Night Marches in the discard, it's because your start has been unplayable like mine was. So, and that's very rare. Like, that's
if you find one of these 4 compressors, bye-bye Garnets.
Yeah, that was the thing. It's like I top decked the Juniper, which was great, but if I top decked the Compressor, that would have been much better, because I could have just gotten rid of 2 Lampent and the Juniper, and VSC could said Juniper, right? So, you know, I had enough outs. Right, because there's like 6 supporters that could have attempted to do it. I don't think Chorus would have been super great, but you did bench a fair few things turn 1, and like any way of getting to Shaman with enough cards done, I think that would have been okay. And yeah, like being able to use like any of the ends, any of the Junipers, any of the compressors, because I did have VS Seeker, the comp search was live, so like there was enough, Trainer's Mail even, there was enough things, Ultra Ball for Shaman, like I could just keep going. There's enough outs that I didn't want to just scoop on the spot, but that was the worst hand that I have ever seen with this deck, like bar none. I think did I even have to discard the Revive? I'm pretty sure I did, right? That was terrible. But the other thing that Mahone does I really like is Town Map. Like, knowing where your marchers are so you can get them out of the prizes, because you are inevitably going to prize at least one in most games, right? Ironically, that was the one thing I didn't do, but like, you're most of the time going to end up prizing at least one, and knowing where they are or where you're extra shaming, because I did prize one of those, knowing where those are to pick up off of a KO is so good. So I really like the town map in this list as well. So yeah, I started with this one that you've got, and then the more I looked at it, the more I just thought, nah, Mahone's got the list here. Like, it's very rare that you actually get to play a list from him as well, because he is good, but he doesn't usually like top as many of the events and stuff, so his lists are not as recorded. But this was his best showing like ever, basically. Just bubbling top 8 at Worlds is an incredible feat in its own right, and I think he had the list, to be honest. It's just very difficult in this sort of environment, right, to sometimes see how this goes, because it's like 50% mirror, and then the other half is Ice the Toad, and the other half of the half is probably the Trevenant thing. I think there were like 2 or 3 of them in top 32, so, you know, it's annoying, but hey.
Yeah, my first acro bike was my second acro bike in DCE. I already had DCE and Sycamore in hand, and Sycamore Shaman as my draw routes. So I was thinking, do I dig more aggressively and accept I'm losing my DCE I don't want to see discarded? Or do I try Shaman into a better supporter?
Yeah.
In the end, I Shaman into my second Sycamore.
Yeah, that'd do it as well. Yeah. I don't know what in that sort of situation myself, to be honest. I think I might have gone for the Acrobite just to dig a bit further in, as painful as it is to get rid of the DCE. I could totally understand not wanting to do that, but I think that might have been my play.
I just saw energy as a potential pain point in the mirror.
I was pretty close, because I had to discard like no, I had to discard one grass, but I had to discard another one later on as well. So I was like 1 grass, 1 DC down off that initial Juniper as well. Had it been Compressor instead of a Juniper, I probably would have pitched the end to the discard actually, rather than the Juniper, because I did not want to shuffle. I didn't want to lose that many energy in the opening hand, right? So was kind of tough, but yeah, not much else to do with it. I couldn't have placed my attach anywhere else because I didn't have another Pokemon to put down. The one thing we didn't really get to show at all in that matchup, just because of the way we ended up playing it, we didn't get to do the fancy Sky Return stuff, because that is certainly one way that you can deal with things, is to go Sky Return on Joltik, and that keeps the energy in the hand, it gets the 2 prizer off the board, and KOs the Joltik anyway. So
I probably could have worked that in at some point.
I think you could have.
I thought, yeah, I think I got it in my head. It does 20 because of Oopsie. That's probably what it is. In my head, it does 20.
Yeah. So that's the one thing that I think, you know, if we were to run this back again, would probably come in, right? Maybe I would have had to have shown it first if I didn't outright say here, but I think that is something that could have been worked in and would have been helpful for you in that match as well. Even if it's Sky Return using Mew, that is also an option, because Mew can even copy the opponent's stuff, so that's also a thing. Yeah, I wasn't convinced benching Mew was going to be correct in the matchup myself, so that's why I discarded the first one. But then I was looking at the energy situation going, maybe I shouldn't have discarded that, because my other one is prized. Pulled it out of the prizes in the middle, like the middle set, so I could have still used it, but that could have been dangerous, right? So maybe
I knew this would be a prize rush. I didn't realize it would be a Lysander fueled attack the bench prize rush.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really have a good enough setup to go face.
If you're swinging those numbers,
yeah,
you can go into the 2 prizers.
Yeah, so as I say, in the Night March matchup is like the mirror is very funky that way because everything is so dinky, so it's a lot more like resource oriented, I guess, in that aspect. But yeah, seeing how many 2 prizes were down, I was like, that's my ticket, because that's the one way I can come back in this now, is if I just hit your 2 prizes for 3 KOs here, because I've already had to discard too much.
A bunch of shamans trying to unbrick that start.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I would, if I was going first and I had that sort of, like, you know, if I had the access you did, I might have ended up doing the similar sort of bit, but I looked at it going, okay, the most you ever need in this matchup is 60. So like 3 Night Marches in the discard, right, is the most you ever need. So just Lampent by itself, if you can get them there, is good enough. Because if you go against Mew, well, Mew or Pumpkaboo will kill that with weakness. If you go against the Shaman, Joltik kills that with weakness. So sometimes you can even get away with 2 because Muscle Band. That's what I ended up doing, right? So I was like, you really don't need to put that much in the discard here.
That plays so differently to your normal plan. It's just that you need to know it specifically.
Yeah, and I wasn't planning on this being the matchup that we played, but it's very fitting that we did, just because this would have come up so often in the tournament play as well, and it pays to know, right? Because this is something that could just happen at any point during the next like session of stuff, right? Because these are not the only variants of Night March you can play. Like last round, as the second bit, I played the Night March Flareon thing. Ancient Origins, the set right after rotation, puts Vespiquen into play, which is just Grass-type Flareon. So that is even slightly better, because I think it's level ball searchable, which is potentially a thing, and also has a reasonable first attack if you have to go that sort of way. It's like a draw until 6 thing.
Yeah,
so
10 damage, draw till 6.
Yep.
To see.
So it's even potentially decent in that aspect. So like Night March with Vespiquen was a pretty popular setup as well. So there is just plenty of scope that this deck in one way, shape or form is going to still come back in future formats. Because this is only the beginning of its dominance, let's be honest.
I think that's what this Gengar deck was also trying to tech out against, was Night March doesn't run a lot of energy.
Yeah, it's just the thing. It's like, I guess if you don't get the Trevenant in the active turn 1 going first, which is a bit of an ask, but like, if you're not going first and you don't get this Trevenant out before they get a turn, it is likely that they can get enough stuff down that they can kind of just overpower you, because they just need 1 attach every time, right? But the problem ends up becoming like, where's the draw stuff coming from after that? Because a lot of decks at this point, that's why this sort of thing does so well. A lot of decks at this point, just because they have to, kind of don't sort of play the traditional supporter lines that we've been seeing, right? Like, you look at this, 2 Sycamore, 2 N, 2 Lysander, and the teammates. In my case, it's like 4 Juniper, 1 N, 2 Lysander, and a Chorus. It's not much better, right? This is like modern sort of supporter type stuff. You'll often see like a lot of decks will only maybe even play 1 Sycamore or something, or 1 Research nowadays, and it's just kind of wild. But it's like, this is very, very different and very vulnerable to something like this, you know? Which is what it is trying to capitalize on. The problems come in...
We're not playing again. Let me see it. I was trying to mess around with array variants.
Yeah. I
wanted to
see if this could work out, because he's filled the bench.
Raven?
By the time it's aggro, spinning turn of a muscle band on does kills Raichu, 2-hit KO main and Mega Main.
I guess.
My main problem is space. I've had to make too many. I probably had to make too many painful cuts to make room for stuff, particularly the bands.
Well, I guess we can find out, because I could go Ray versus Ray, right? Because your Dawn Fan versus my Raichu. What wins? I don't know. Yeah, we can do that in a sec if you want. But yeah, just going back on the Trev stuff a little bit, it is as annoying as it is to thingy against it, and not as irritating as all the energy removal stuff was that way.
It's a meta read, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it ends up generally getting pushed out because it's kind of like the Latios in a way. If you don't go first and the opponent gets a chance to do all of their turbo stuff with it, they're very often going to be able to set up too far in advance of you, and you don't really do enough at that point, right? I think is the problem. Because like, what good is Trevenant if the opponent's already played half of their item cards? Yeah, I think that's what ended up happening. Yeah, so it's like, it's in the same way with Latios. It's like, Latios is really good into the Night March stuff here if you like, if you go first, you just fast raid and it KOs everything that isn't, like, the EXs, right? Because Fast Raid KOs Joltik, Muscle Banded Fast Raid KOs Pump Guru, that is half of the starters in the deck, and if they don't play a second Pokemon down, you probably donk them. And yeah, that's one of the things for it. But if you lose that coin toss, it becomes infinitely harder. Still possible, but much, much harder, because they then get the chance to establish all of their bench first. And if they do that, well, you're probably not winning that matchup in the long run.
This was a top 32 list. There was one that was top 8, but it didn't look like it had enough of the disruption stuff that I thought this sort of deck would need.
I could see that, yeah.
Just, okay, you're setting up a lock, then what? You're not delaying your opponent's attacks, you're not dealing with the energy on board. There's a lot of very strong special energy right now.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
true.
you should be looking at that, and that's why I went with the other list, even though it placed lower.
Yep. Yeah, this is my one over here. Do not need to establish another deck thing here because I have it here. Woo. Yeah, so...
Yeah,
The other one I saw...
build seems to want to play Silent Labs, just not let the opponent get going at all.
Yeah, that's the other thing I saw.
And the rest of the list is just lean consistency. Stuff like Trainers, Males, and...
Yep. Oh yeah. Plenty of stuff with it that way to go, for sure. Alright, Buster Brown, let's see which dragon ends up working out here. What would you like?
Double Dragon time.
Hence.
Yeah, Double Dragon is indeed correct. Alright, I guess I will go first, because not really much of a reason not to.
And I...
Same.
How the hell do we have a Rayquaza mirror with 2 moles?
I think I have like 12 basics in here, so...
I got a bit less because I got these guys, but...
yeah.
Still,
It's pretty funny, yeah. Sometimes that is gonna happen. Okay, let me do that. Yep, makes sense. Just a bunch of the Robo Subs and stuff there, so... Yep, we'll get our prize card, our mulligan card out here, at the very least.
well, we have a real card now.
We're apparently making Kim think he's going to be swarmed by spiders because of the shuffling. Oh dear. Alright.
Or was he playing Minecraft?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, not the greatest of starts, but sometimes it is going to happen, right? I play like 12 basics and I have a few for the thing here, but it's okay. Alright, let's compress here. Really not sure exactly how this first turn is supposed to play out here, considering my hand is not amazing, to be honest. It's got enough, but I'm just not sure where we're going with it. Okay, so 1, 2... That's in there, that's free... That's available... Alright, Fire Club's gotta go, that much is for sure. I think Juniper is probably gonna go here. And now this is the weird one from here, but I guess we'll get rid of Compressor. And then I do have a second one, which I think with this hand I should probably play. So we will bin... See, this is the thing, it's like I want to get rid of an energy, but I don't think that's a wise idea with this hand and the prizes as they are. Because unfortunately I cannot end in this opening hand, so that is a problem, all things considered. Let's see. Yeah, I really want to get rid of an energy, but I don't think I can, because I'm going to have to bin a lot of stuff here. What am I going to have to find to make it work if I do? Okay, yeah, no, I think I will get rid of 1, because there is still Mega Turbo access. And As much as I want to get rid of Skyfield as well, because obviously you play it too, I think I should probably just leave that in deck at the moment, so we will. Gonna go Ultra Ball, pitching Lysander and Mega Turbo. So we will grab ourselves a Shaman.
I bet there was some funny mirrors where people could, both sides compress their Skyfields.
Yeah, could happen.
Never came out because of it, and it just.
This feels bad, but I'm going to put the DC on the Shaman here because I want to get a little bit more out of this one. So we will draw the 4. Okay. That's fascinating. I do not know if that's actually good. Alright, well we have a Ray, so let's get that down. This is going to be a feels bad moment if I do, but it's gotta do what you gotta do. There's a temptation here to just go Mega Rayquaza, and that's actually not the end of the world here. Yeah, you know what? Ultra Ball pitching Raichu Muscle Band. We will do that. I'll go Mega Rayquaza. It's not where I want to be, but I think it's actually alright because, yeah, doesn't put quite as many silly things down. Yep. Yeah, I'd have loved to have had stuff like that, but you know, my opening hand was Garbo, so. It's okay, this is why we play Sacred Ash, so I can get Raichu back in the deck. Ah, dear.
Is Ash up to 5, or does it have to?
Has to be 5. Yeah,
Just making sure.
The up to stuff happened in Generation 8, so if you have 5, you have to put 5 back in.
But if you don't have 5, can you take less?
You take as many as you can.
Okay, that's the clarity.
Yeah, you take all that's in your discard unless you've got more than 5, at which point you choose 5.
It's Skyfield.
Yep. Executing big bench mode.
Large bench.
Yep.
Here, my doll collection.
Sure. What do you want me to say? Yep. Yeah, normally I still wouldn't use these spots until after I've used the other ones, just because it's more convenient if the stadium gets bounced, but in this matchup it doesn't matter, so... What's this? Bench is evolving! Indeed, some more. Yeah, you've only played Training as Mail so far, that's gone discard. Your hand is also bad, oh dear.
It's one of the...
My only regret is that I had to discard my Muscle Band.
Muscle Band on the Shaman.
Yep. Oh, why is that not... Ah, there it is. It's taken ages to go. Yep.
I was lag on mine, I think. Sycamore.
Yep.
This was my Sycamore hand.
Ooh, so you did not want to go Mega Rayquaza. Okay.
I was thinking about it, but without an attach...
I get that. Yeah, you're in a bit of a weird position that way compared to me, I guess.
Trainer's Mail.
Yep. Because, I mean, at the very least, I did get the attach on the Shaman first. I don't think I would have drawn the, like, one of the support... I think it was the Muscle Band I wouldn't have drawn if I didn't get the thing.
Skyfield.
AK, please Ultra Ball me.
Ultra Ball, Guardian of a Skyfield.
Don't mind if I do. Yeah, I probably should have compressed the Skyfields away, to be honest, but I don't know. That's going to be my problem later on when I draw them inevitably. Okay.
Second Ultra Ball has got Colress and the Fighting Energy.
Mm-hmm.
You show me the Raichu, so I should get.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shaman for 5.
Yep.
Second Panty. DC. And we did Panty in the end, so we'll just stick with 30.
Sure. Dragon Claw. Wah. Alright, we will draw. Okay, that is like the worst freaking card I could have drawn there, but whatever. We will Mega Turbo. That's why I was comfortable enough going Mega Pass, because I did have one Mega Turbo still I could play. Yeah, VS Seeker for freaking. Yeah, I really want a Lysander here, but I have to Juniper and get more established. So yeah, it kind of sucks. Actually, no, I'm gonna get Fan Club. Fuck that. Keeping the other one. There's like, yeah, I just realized I ditched Fan Club. So yeah, we're gonna do it that way, because I don't care that I'm showing you the other thing with it, because it doesn't matter here. It's just like, that was my draw, and I'm like, that's the worst draw I could have had. I already had my board established. Fuck you, you know. Yeah, because I do have another min, so I remember that from my deck search stuff before. So we'll bench our pile of 2 over here and go ahead and Shaman for our 5. Okay. Stop me if you've seen this play before. We are going to Ultra Ball, discarding 2 Skyfield. Pretty good, right? Let's grab another pile here.
It's almost as good as execute.
I know, right? Let's just double check the rest of the stuff before I go crazy here. Yep, makes sense. Alright, we will do that. We'll bench another Ray. I will DCE to this guy, and then we will Sky Return, which puts this back in, does 30 to you, and we will promote this thing.
Okay. Evolve to Donphan.
Yep.
Put band on the Donphan.
Flies this, I mean, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11.
It doesn't count my bench, it's only yours.
No, Colress does.
Chorus does, yeah.
So VS Seeker Colress.
Yep. Just making sure you weren't trying to do anything weird there is all. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just showing that there so we can.
Keldeo.
Yeah, Keldeo is an interesting one. I'll give you that.
Spirit Link. Mega Rayquaza.
Yep.
Mega Turbo.
You did draw one. Yep. I mean, it makes sense. You've gotten a lot of stuff there. Can you not discard one already? Same as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Mega Turbo.
You only play 2, so of course.
Yeah.
I remember seeing enough of the list beforehand to say, yeah, I'm pretty
Donphan.
sure you only play 2 of these, so of course you happen to draw it that way. This is kind of a like arms race sort of moment with it though, isn't it? Because it's like
Touch the Donphan.
uh-huh.
Rush in. Floatstone out.
Yep.
And I will take the spinning turn KO, go to a Robo Sub.
Sure. You're not staying there though, thankfully. That is an annoying card to draw though. Alright, we'll DCE onto the Ray. It's gonna give me one less card, unfortunately, but we are going to VS Seeker Lysander up your Mega Ray. We're gonna go for it. because I do have that Shaman, so we will draw 5. Trainer's Mail. That'll do it. We got Repeat Ball. I'm so fucking glad I played the 5th Ball Search in this deck now. That'll do, but I don't have another Shaman in the deck actually, so we're 1 fucking short. Yeah, to the point where I'm actually going to say you got it, because I only drew 2 Pokemon. Yeah. I was like, if I didn't prize my Shaman, I think I would have had it. But I prized the 4th one, so... The other annoying thing is that I did prize my 2nd Raichu, so I couldn't go...
This was worrying.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's just annoying. Like, I prized the 4th Shaman, so I couldn't get that. That probably would have got me there, to be honest, looking at the setup here. Potentially. I would have only gotten, like, 2 cards out of it. Yeah, so probably not, but it's like, I did prize the other Raichu, which meant I couldn't go for the Circle Circuit yet. That's why I DC'd the Ray. Because if I could have just gone Raichu Circle Circuit with the stuff, that would have also done it. So, yeah, I think I had reasonable enough odds to get you there, but...
I don't think I ran a 3rd basic Ray is my problem. Just double check if I found room for it.
Oh, I only had the 1 Ultra Ball left in deck. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe I didn't have that.
If you that Ray, I was kind of buggered to get that point, because both my other Rays are prized, and...
That was the idea.
I think... Really capable of killing a Mega Ray.
I think preemptively I should have put the DC on the Pikachu anyway, because the other out would have been Sacred Ash Ultra Ball, but that was asking a fair bit. Yeah, having to discard the Raichu to get the other, like the Mega Ray out at the start of the game was the other unfortunate bit. Because again, I play 2 because it's usually enough. You don't attack with it that often, but I prized the other one, so man, I've just had like 0 luck entirely today. Go figure.
Yeah. The Keldeo was on one of the lists I was using as a base, the Nats list.
I probably should have Lysandered that in, to be honest, because I could have at least gotten a kill on that without any issue, because I didn't really need any more Pokemon down for that. So I probably...
If you gave me one more, I was going to comp search Lysander and start wrecking your Rays.
Yeah, but with the amount of stuff I would have still had established, I think I would have been okay.
20.
If you'd have
full bench for that.
Yeah, you do.
I had a bench for that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I had top Shaman, I would have got away with it, but without that, I probably wouldn't have got away with it.
Yeah, so I think I probably just Lysandered the wrong thing. I went for it and didn't get it, you know. Probably my own fault. I think I should have just gone after the Keldeo, because if I did that, I think I'm in like a really good position there. So, yeah, you're not the only one who messes up the matchup stuff. So yeah, an actual look at the stuff of it here. Yeah, I should have compressed the Skyfields, but that's fine. I could Ultra Ball a couple of them anyway. My top deck that turn, I think, was the Skyfield, so I was like, oh, that's a shame, because now I can shame it for 1 less card. Does make a difference, but I still had like all of my Pikachu. I still had the other Ray, which I did draw, I think. No, that was in deck still, but Repeat Ball was gonna get that. So I think what I guess I didn't realize I was just that sort of short on the bench. Also, that Muscle Band would have made a difference. Kind of annoying to have to have discarded that, but I couldn't really not discard it in the situation I was in. So yeah, what was the alternative option? Sky Return to Robo Sub, but that feels really bad. But I guess if I just like keep feeding Pikachu for a little bit, it's not as if you get that far ahead until I get the established setup. I don't know. No, I mean, the obvious right answer is Lysander up the Keldeo, and that probably would have been more than fine. Because if you go in with the Mega Ray at that point, I've got a pretty solid chance of just Raichu killing the Mega Ray, right? And it's not like anything else you've got is going to do it, so even if you get the kill, I only need 6 bench bonds with Raichu, 120 damage times 2. I already had, like, 6 bench bonds the previous turn. Right, so I'd have needed to find just 1 more Pokemon. That's nothing for this sort of deck. So, yeah.
The switch card, that's where you've skimmed.
Yeah, I don't.
Where you found the space and yeah, stuff like the switch cards.
Well, there's no need for a switch card in this build, to be honest, because I don't need Floatstone, because you know there's no point in Like Keldeo's not coming in this one. If I'm in the active with a Ray, I'm attacking with it. If the only problem is starting the Shaman, but then Sky Return is still a good thing. And Raichu doesn't have a retreat cost. So that's the whole reason why I put this one in, because this guy does not pay the retreat. So I think that's a fair bit more synergistic as well. So yeah, that's why I don't.
A bit of a worry, but I can just run a third Panthy. Who cares if it dies early?
Yeah.
It's not even needed in every matchup.
No, really wasn't. Like, it was. I know.
Yeah, I think this is probably too cute. And I thought I kept it in because to get the Robo subs out in case about having to stack them, because I actually care about them being on the bench. Because again, it's just another basic. But maybe it's just too much space in the end of an engine, too fat. I am struggling on basic counts. Like, I had to find room. I had to cut things like a Culverus I didn't want to cut. Like, I really want one more draw spawn here, really.
Yeah, I might.
Mega Turbo in here.
I might also be running slightly thin because I do only have 11 basics in here, but I have Sacred Ash, so I do have a way of getting them back, which is important. So I don't think it's that bad. Yeah, I don't know.
Lysander is correct, because the game prize could be awkward.
No, I think 2 Lysander in this format is kind of mandatory, because picking off Shamans is the name of the game, right? So...
But yeah, it'd be like, get 9 assists, plus Lysander, plus 3rd Mega Turbo, plus 3rd Panthy, probably.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I just Lysander.
I had to bleed. I was actually a 4th Trainer's Mail. You know, it's bad when you're bleeding that.
Yeah, well, slightly, yeah. It's the most cuttable thing, but yeah, it is still a bit rough. I mean, I guess I have compressors and stuff in here as well that I probably don't need, but I thought it's just easier to be able to compress the stuff you don't want to draw or that you want to like be a Seeker later on. It's such a strong engine not to use, right? And it's just a playable card most of the time that doesn't clog up the bench. Like, I know RoboSub is a playable card as well, but only if you don't have, if you have Skyfield in play, you might end up overbenching yourself a little bit and then having to discard them. Nobody wants to discard RoboSubstitute for nothing. Except that guy, he wants to discard one. Mr. Vroomy out there wants to discard one, but he's an idiot, don't listen to him. Yeah, it's one of those days with the stuff here. Yeah, so... like I said, I messed up. I understood that at that point, but it is what it is. I would have had the 6th bench at the very least, because the repeat ball got me there, right? A repeat ball for the other Ray or another Pikachu or something, and that gets me there to KO the Keldeo. So, I mean, this is why we play and potentially test the stuff and whatnot, because you're not gonna know matchups and stuff just like that, right? It's, and yeah, this is a weird one.
Stuff like this flying around.
I do think this deck is decent, it's difficult to win against most of the stuff with it, and I mean, we kind of saw a bit of why. I had the full setup at the start of the game against Sai, and it's just not enough because of the energy removing happening to work out, right? It's so tough.
It looks crazy, but actually getting Dude Away set up on 8 bench is harder than it looks when you'd think, when you can't just blind Shaman spam.
Yeah, there are several Achilles heels with this deck, and that is definitely one of them. The fact that you bench so many Shaman means that you are Lysander food. Who cares about going through this thing if you can get to 110 every single turn, which most decks can at the moment, so... it's tough. It really is. Like, your entire bench, your entire thing is set up. If you go second, you can hit 150 or 240 on your first turn because of Delta Evolution, which is way faster than basically any other deck like this before has ever had the chance to do. But think how much you've actually got to put in play in order to make that work, and then realize, yeah, what if the opponent just doesn't hit a Ray? You know?
What if they can weather the storm long enough to stabilize?
Then your Rayquaza has roared its last sky. And there's the set drop. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing with this one, to be honest, because I don't know if we particularly even want to play out any more of the games we've done here. But I don't know what
I'm
else.
not bringing that thing to Saturday if we are doing this again. I'll find a different deck.
Yeah, I'm just not sure what else to do with what I have set here, but that's not a you problem, obviously. Because I've gone through the Night March stuff, I've gone through the Latios, I've gone through the Ray here. I guess Archie's toys with the newer bits to it could be decent. Raichu Bats, I guess.
Mega thing, but that's another main deck. I guess we haven't seen it with Rusty's yet, but
That's the thing. A lot of these are Manectric decks. I don't want to pick those up. A lot of it's stuff we've already seen. Which is why I picked the Gengar, because we haven't really seen that yet.
No, I don't think I played the Wombat deck that had a Gengar in it in the end, because I played the Seismitoad one, and that was a mistake. Yeah, like there's much better versions out of the Toadbat deck than what I ended up playing, but I mean, to be honest,
there's all the Toad variants. Yeah.
I mean, look at what we're playing here, and you can totally understand why stuff like
I
Trevenant
understand why. I mean,
yeah, I know
we've
it's
seen
just
this kind of effect before. It's a very good effect. It's just very unfun.
Yeah, and I do get that, but when like almost half the deck is item cards, you know, you start to get to the point of thinking maybe I should be disrupting the stuff with it there. Because I think that's where the problem is going to be at this point. If we shy that far away from any disruption stuff at all points, then it just becomes like a turbo off basically, and that's also kind of no fun for the one on the receiving end of it. Right? That's why...
That's probably my issue with this format. It just turned into control versus turbo.
It's the I guess the interesting bit when it comes to that is that the at least some of the turbo stuff really doesn't care as much. Like, again, if we're that Latios thing, if I actually went first in the game against Sai, I don't really know if there was going to be a lose condition for me on that one. Just because getting the turn 1 hit, even if it is on just a Shaman, you're not attacking with that Shaman anytime soon, right? So you've got to waste stuff to get it out of the active at that point. I mean, you guess DCE on it, but then that wastes your attachment. So, I don't know, it's like, I think even just going first in that game, it would have been the difference maker. And that is annoying how much it comes down to that, but like, Latios is specifically designed for that, I guess. That at least is an interesting... That's less interesting, but I don't know how much that's even get picked up, but whatever. It's interesting at least thinking about it in that sense, but man, it's so annoying to be like, oh, well, I guess I just lost a coin flip and that's it, you know?
Yeah, the other kind of bullshit swimming around is Waylord.
Yeah.
I didn't want to touch that. There's also Block Snorlax, but we've already sort of seen that.
Yeah, the old Quadlax thing, yeah.
Yeah.
The block deck, it's not quite Quadlax, it's 4 Snorlax, 2 Suicune, 2 Aegis/EX, 2 Ratchi.
Yeah, so every block card. They'd be like, hey, it doesn't...
Snorlax plus Wall and
It doesn't,
Jirachis.
but it doesn't have Pyro, though. That's not every block.
I'm sure if Pyro was basic, it'd be in there.
Yes, it would.
With all the Megas going around, it's kind of dropped off a bit anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Pyro doesn't really do much of anything, really, in this sort of format. Megas obviously are a big thing for it, but even just outside of that, like, it's good against Night March, I suppose, but that's about it, and only if you can get it all established, which isn't always the case, you know. And then you've got to not bench like any Shaman, you've got to not discard any Shaman, you've got to not bench any other Pokemon, because a lot of Night March decks ended up playing Target Whistle as later on in stuff. I don't know how much of that you might have seen if you were looking through future lists.
I saw
but...
a stray tech of it, looking at future lists.
There's a few of them that end up playing Target Whistle because it's one of the... There's like two sort of, I guess, reasons for it. It's obviously pick up Shaman so you can Lysandre them, that's the big thing. But it can actually be kind of disruptive in like a lot of matchups, to be honest, just picking up a Pokemon.
You blocking up my space with another
Yep.
Shaman.
That was the entire reason I played the thing down, is like thinking, well, at least this will like annoy you a fair bit if I put that down.
It did, because I couldn't play down a Jirachi immediately.
Yup. So I thought I might save myself a little bit of trouble with the stuff there. Yeah, like there's still a lot that like could happen, but it's like how much of it do you actually want to play is the thing, isn't it?
If we've played the set out from what's available, I have no issues going on.
We kind of just talked about all the different available decks. Let's see what we've got in the next set.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's getting much better going to the next set. If you're looking at Raw, like, what are we playing? Because...
it can't be much worse. It's not like the reprinted file, Blue.
Oh,
wait. And I've got a lag.
Well, I guess I better save one of these as a thing for it here then. Yeah, well, I mean, if we're done, then that's fine. I'm okay playing more stuff with it here, obviously. It is a very different
I'm seeing what
style.
Sid sort of think about it, because I think I can get another week done. Like, it just like refine these lists, probably putting something else. Now we've come to the conclusion that we're not going to be that we're not arseholes for bringing control.
Next time.
It's hard to look at Turbo Rayquaza and think, hey, I shouldn't try and challenge what this is trying to do.
I mean, that's exactly it. That is why, especially when Breakpoint came in as well, that's why Trev ended up being so good at that stage. And, yeah, like, there are some fun things to come out of this set for sure, but then there's a couple of annoying bits, but there's also some interesting, let's put it that way, ways of like counteracting some of the bits here. Hex Maniac, as annoying as it is and as banned as it is, and it's expanded at this point, that is a way of turning off the Trevenant, so, you know.
This looks interesting, at least.
Oh yeah, I really liked the Mega Sceptile as a thing. It's effectively like a slightly different version of the Deer Manectric, but if you can't one-shot this thing, you are not living. Yeah.
This looks fun.
Yeah, this was one of the main sort of bits you could look out for it.
Yeah, I've seen it. There was a worlds list for the next list. Worlds I was looking at as a baseline.
Yep.
Bring this.
There is a promo one of this as well, but it's only a one-of at most, I think. But anyway, I guess as far as Didio stuff goes then, are we putting out what we've done here is what I'm trying to get to. Because,
I think we should.
Yeah? Alright, well, on YouTube side then, thank you very much for watching if you've made it this far. Yeah, we'll take a look at the set here and see what we can make out of it for, you know, the other side. So, yeah. Yeah, I did put a marker down at the start.